What's up everybody? So as you may or may not be able to tell by the title of this video, we're going to be tuning my F82 M4 with boot mode. Now boot mode is probably the most popular F-Series tuning platform when it comes to making big power or customizing whatever kind of features you want on these cars. It's also very popular on the new Supra, the B58, N55, S63, and just a number of other different engines. I got my boot mode license off of Keys Motorsports, as well as all the hardware and cables that you'll be needing to flash your car as well. So big thanks to Keys for sending those products out to me. And before diving deep into this video, I want you guys to check out my previous video if you have not done so already yet, where I got the SSR Performance keyed 4-pin crank hub installed on my M4, which is really important to do preventatively before you start to really put some high power on these cars. I filmed that video from start to finish. It's a full install. It's about 30 minutes long. I put a lot of effort into it, so I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out, and I think it'll benefit you quite a bit with all the information that's talked about in that video. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and flash tune my F82 M4. I'm really excited to see like what the power difference is gonna be, because right now it's like completely stock in terms of power, and we're gonna put like a stage 2 pump gas map on it and see if it makes any difference. So with all that being said, if you guys could give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, I'd appreciate that immensely. Let's get into it. In order to flash BM3 on your car, you're gonna need this cable. This is an Ethernet, as you can see right here, to OBD cable, and this is going to be like the interface between your flashing device and the car. So this is like a must-have. You can also get this cable off Keys. I think the one that they sell is yellow in color, but it works perfectly fine. Next up, you're gonna need your device. So in this case, I'm using this really old MacBook Pro that has this like cover on it. Now, MacBook Pros don't have an Ethernet port that you can use to directly use the cable in, and this is an older one. So this is before they switched over to USB-C on everything. So I use this Thunderbolt to Ethernet adapter, which I'll also have a link to in the description down below. So basically, you'll plug the Ethernet side of the cable into the Ethernet female port. You'll plug this into your Thunderbolt adapter, which is, or your Thunderbolt port, which is right here. Flip this around, and we are good to go. This is all we need to flash. Next up, we're gonna take our OBD cable, and we're just gonna wanna plug it into the OBD2 port of the M4. So the port itself is kind of where the driver's pedals are. It's underneath. It's right by the trunk button. The trunk release button actually is where it is. So, and you'll see that once, at least my specific cable, when it's plugged in, it will actually light up blue. You can't see it on camera, but you'll know when it lights up. Perfect. So we'll take our laptop, plug our Thunderbolt port into it just like so. So the first thing that you'll want to do, as you can see, is open up your boot mode OBD agent. Now this acts as like a digital portal for communicating between the car and the laptop. So whenever you're flashing or performing any type of service to the car using boot mode, you're gonna have to have this OBD agent. Now, if you're completely new to boot mode, you'll have to just download this off their website, and it's a pretty quick download for the most part. And you'll also want to create an account. Next up, we're gonna go to boot mode. So bootmod.net, go ahead and click sign in. I'm gonna just sign into my account real fast. Bam, now I am into the boot mode platform, and as you can see, it's gonna take us to this first tab right here. So it shows that my car, I've already gone ahead and registered it and activated my boot mode product key. So you can see right here is my VIN. The door has to be closed for the flash process to occur. But first thing we're gonna do, go ahead and hit the engine start button. You're not gonna turn the car on, but you're just gonna turn the ignition on. And then from here, now that our vehicle is registered and everything is in, you can see we're in my maps. So generally you're gonna wanna go to OTS maps. So you're gonna click menu, click OTS maps, and then you'll go down to, in my case, we'll do stage 2 ACN 91 octane because I live in California. You'll just click get tune, and when you purchase boot mode or whatever, you'll have 1 map credit, so you can purchase like 1 map pack of your choice. And then you'll go to menu and you'll click my maps. So here you can see is my stock tune right here, And then here's my stage 2 ACN 91 octane tune. So this is what we're gonna be flashing today. We're gonna click this. Over here at the top right, we're gonna hit configure. And you can see there's a bunch of different things. So like you can adjust your burble type, as I'm sure many of you know, GTS startup roar, all that kind of stuff. So I already have my settings already saved for this. So I'll just go ahead and click save changes. Go ahead and click save. And then we'll just click our stage 2 ACN 91 octane. And right here at the bottom, you'll see you can click flash. So for this process, you want to make sure as many electronics are off as possible. It is recommended to have a battery charger. Is it necessary? I don't think so, because the flash is so fast. And yeah, also make sure your seatbelt is on too. That's another thing that you'll want to do. So we'll go ahead and click flash, press here to flash now, and we'll click flash. And I'm just going to show you guys in real time because it happens so fast. It's actually really, really awesome. So if it's your first time flashing, there's going to be an initial write-up of the ECU. That will usually take about 5 minutes, but every flash going forward usually takes around 2 minutes, I'd say. And it is normal to get a bunch of like drivetrain malfunctions and weird sounds coming from the car, but as you can see, 40%, 50%, and 90%, and it looks like the flash has been completed. So we're just gonna give it a sec. Stage 2 octane, 91 octane has been flashed successfully. Please wait. And success. So it says please wait 5 seconds and then go ahead and restart the car. So we'll hit OK. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect my laptop. Disconnected my cable as well. I'm just gonna put that in the passenger seat. Go ahead and shut the car off. We're gonna wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's start her up. Beautiful. The car is fine. I'm really, really excited now because I can't wait to see like what the power is gonna feel like on this thing. M4s are pretty fast when they're tuned, so let's take it out for a quick spin. All right, everyone, so I've had some time now to warm the car up, and now it's at operating temp with the oil. The tires are warmed up as well, and I haven't done any pulls or anything just yet in this car because I want to leave my impressions completely in the dark so that you guys can see it at the exact same time that I experience it. So, you know, the car already, I want to say that the throttle inputs and throttle sensitivity seem to be a lot more sensitive than when the car was stock. The throttle response feels a lot sharper, and you really have to sort of feather the car a little bit to, you know, so that the car doesn't like lurch forward or bog as you're accelerating. Because if you hit it too hard, it's going to start to like lurch and bounce almost. So here we go, I'm in second. I have MDM on. I don't want to turn traction all the way off yet because I don't know how squirrely it's going to be. Oh my God. Yo, what the hell? That's so fast. Oh, the burble is crazy too. I have like a very mild burble set in this car. I'm gonna hit it in third gear up this hill. Wow. Dude, this is ridiculous. Like, this is scary how fast this car is. Oh my God. And I'm sure a lot of you guys watching probably have already tuned your F80s or have been, or even own like really fast cars already. But for me personally, guys, like this is my fastest car that I have ever owned. I've never had a car that makes this much power, and I would guesstimate that this is probably sitting at about 480 to 490 horsepower to the wheels, probably about 500 wheel torque. And I came from an M235i that had a stage 2 flash, and this thing feels immensely quicker. I would say on the low end, the power isn't necessarily all there. This car is much more, it feels much more like a traditional turbo engine in the sense that you have to build power and you have to let the turbo spool a little bit, but oh my God, once it kicks, man, that is just, holy crap, it feels like a jet. The power just doesn't stop. So go ahead and I'm gonna run traction off now because it's hooking pretty well with MDM. And I have these new tires on here, so. Oh my God. What the f? That's insane. It feels a lot faster when you turn off traction control, and I think that's because MDM is just really invasive. It just loves to kick in as soon as it detects a little bit of slip. And oh my God. Wow, what the? This thing hits like it's a jet. Like the power just doesn't stop. It's ridiculous. What the f? Guys, like I am at a loss for words at how fast this car feels right now. It is stupid. Like this is just what a stage 2 pump gas map feels like. I don't know, there's just something about this car, like 480, 490 at the wheels, whatever. That might not seem like a whole lot of power, but holy God dang, does it feel like it's a lot more than that. Let's see how it sounds. Let's see how it does. So here, once again, we'll go ahead and hit it from second. Oh my God. Yo, all right, I'm done. Car is quick. This thing is just like, God, I've driven other M3s. I've driven the E46, I've driven the E36, I've driven the E92, I've driven the 335i's, I've driven the M235i's, I've driven 340s. I just can't believe how fast the S55 power plant is. I mean, this is just, wow. I think for the track, I'm honestly just gonna be running stock power because it's so much power that I feel like it's gonna overwhelm the chassis on a road course, and I feel like I'd be much better off with the stock tune. And it's somewhat linear throttle mapping, just to help with being in the corners and stuff like that. Wow, this thing is really, really quick, and it's interesting because the N55 had like so much low end grunt, but then it like died off really fast, whereas this car doesn't necessarily have that like low end initial shove, but once it gets up into the power band, it doesn't stop. And that is just insane. Like this thing will, like it's so easy to climb to like 140 miles an hour in this car, and even beyond that, I have no doubt in my mind that this car will have no problem continuing to just climb in speed. It's effortless. It's really, really amazing, and the car runs great. No issues, nothing. Obviously, you know, like I said, I have the keyed crank hub in there as well. I have upgraded charge pipes. I did upgrade to NGK spark plugs as well. I'll have to give you guys like an updated impressions and thoughts video because like this is initially is just crazy. Like I can't believe this is just an off-the-shelf stage 2 map. Like this is just, I don't even know what E85 is gonna be like. Is it even gonna be able to put down the power? Like I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, if you found the video entertaining, valuable, informative, whatever the case may be. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to keep putting out more content for you guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take it easy.